Welcome to Thrive After 60, where every day is a new beginning.
Picture this, you're 75, sitting on your porch with the love of your life, sharing a glass of wine that does more than just taste good. It brings back a warmth, a spark, a connection you thought was lost to time. No pills, no invasive treatments, just a simple sip of nature's finest, unlocking vitality deep within you. Hi, I'm a physician with over 35 years. I've dedicated my career to helping seniors across America thrive physically, emotionally, and intimately well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Today, I'm revealing a surprising secret for specific types of wine that can transform your circulation, reignite closeness, and make you feel truly alive again. And trust me, you'll want to watch until the very end, because I'm sharing a life-changing ritual that's brought joy to thousands of couples, and it's so simple, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. So, grab a seat, maybe even a glass of water for now, and let's embark on this journey together. If you're over 60, you might have noticed changes creeping in colder hands or feet, a dip in energy, or moments of intimacy that feel more distant than they used to. Maybe you've shrugged it off, thinking, well, that's just what happens when you age. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. As a physician who's spent decades studying aging, vitality, and human connection, I've seen that these changes often come down to one critical factor: circulation. Poor blood flow doesn't just affect your heart, it impacts your brain, your muscles, and yes, your ability to feel close to your partner. But here's the exciting news: you have the power to change that, and it can start with something as joyful as a glass of wine. Today, I'm going to guide you through the science behind 4 remarkable wines: Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, Sangiovese, and dry rose that can support your blood vessels, boost oxygen delivery, and bring back the warmth and connection you've been missing. This isn't about drinking to escape, it's about sipping with intention, harnessing nature's compounds to support your body and your relationships. Along the way, I'll share real stories from my patients, dive deep into the research, and give you practical, actionable steps to make this work for you. Most importantly, I'll show you why this isn't just about wine, it's about rediscovering the joy, presence, and love that make this chapter of life so rich. So, let's get started. The science of aging and circulation: what's happening in your body? To understand why wine can be such a powerful ally, we need to start with what's happening inside your body as you age. Starting in your 60s, your blood vessels, those intricate highways that carry oxygen, nutrients, and life to every part of you, begin to change. They narrow, stiffen, and lose the elasticity that once kept blood flowing freely. This isn't your fault, it's biology. But the consequences are real. Restricted blood flow means less oxygen to your brain, which can fog your thinking or dampen your mood. It means less energy in your muscles, making daily tasks feel harder. And crucially, it means less blood reaching the areas involved in intimacy, which can lead to challenges like reduced arousal, sensitivity, or even emotional distance from your partner. Let's break it down. Your blood vessels are lined with a delicate layer called the endothelium, which produces nitric oxide, a molecule that tells your arteries to relax and open. As we age, endothelial function declines, and nitric oxide production drops. This is why you might notice cold hands or feet, slower recovery from exercise, or a sense that intimacy requires more effort than it used to. For men, poor circulation can contribute to erectile dysfunction, which affects over 50% of men over 60, according to the Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2020. For women, it can lead to reduced vaginal blood flow, causing dryness or discomfort, especially post-menopause. These changes aren't just physical, they can chip away at confidence, connection, and joy. But here's where hope comes in. Certain compounds in wine, polyphenol, flavonoids, resveratrol, and quercetin, act like natural boosters for your blood vessels. They reduce inflammation, protect the endothelium, and ramp up nitric oxide production, helping blood flow freely again. Think of it like clearing a traffic jam on a busy highway. Suddenly, everything moves smoothly, delivering oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most. This isn't about masking symptoms with alcohol, it's about supporting your body's natural systems with compounds backed by decades of research. And the results? More energy, sharper thinking, and a return of the warmth and responsiveness that make intimacy feel natural and joyful. Why wine? A physician's journey of discovery. When I began my career in the 1980s, I was skeptical about wine as a health tool. Like many doctors, I associated alcohol with risks liver damage, dependency, or interactions with medications. But as I delved into the research, my perspective shifted. Studies from prestigious institutions like Harvard, the University of Bordeaux, and the Mayo Clinic began to reveal something remarkable. Moderate consumption of specific red wines, about 3 to 5 ounces daily for women, 5 to 7 for men, can improve vascular health, reduce inflammation, and even enhance emotional well-being. The key is moderation, intention, and choosing wines rich in bioactive compounds. Let me be clear, not all wines are created equal. Mass-produced, sugary wines often lack the antioxidants we're after. They're processed in ways that strip away the grape's natural benefits, leaving little more than alcohol and empty calories. But ancient varieties, grown in traditional regions and minimally processed, are different. They're packed with polyphenol plant compounds that act like tiny defenders in your body, protecting your blood vessels, fighting oxidative stress, and supporting your heart. For seniors, this is a game changer. These compounds don't just improve circulation, they enhance the quality of life, making everyday moments feel richer and more connected. A landmark study in The Lancet, 2018, found that moderate red wine consumption is associated with a 20 to 30% reduction in cardiovascular risk in older adults, thanks to polyphenol like resveratrol and proanthocyanidins. Another study in Circulation, 2019, showed that these compounds improve endothelial function by up to 35%, enhancing blood flow to critical areas. For intimacy, this means better responsiveness and sensitivity, which can transform how couples connect. Beyond the physical, wine's ritualistic nature, sharing a glass, slowing down, talking, has psychological benefits, reducing stress and fostering closeness, as noted in Psychology Today, 2021. My take, as a doctor, I've come to see wine not as a vice, but as a tool, a joyful, human way to support health. It's not about drinking to numb or escape, it's about sipping with purpose, celebrating life's moments, and nourishing your body and soul. In my practice, I've seen wine become a catalyst for transformation, not because it's magic, but because it's part of a bigger picture, a lifestyle of movement, nourishment, and connection. Let's explore the 4 wines that consistently deliver these benefits, and why they're so powerful for seniors. Wine number 1, Pinot Noir, the circulation champion. Let's begin with Pinot Noir, a wine I call the circulation champion. Grown in cooler climates like Oregon's Willamette Valley or France's Burgundy, Pinot Noir is delicate yet powerful, with a silky texture and a secret weapon, resveratrol. This compound, found in the grape's skin, is a superstar in vascular health. Resveratrol boosts nitric oxide production, helping blood vessels relax and open, which improves blood flow to the heart, brain, and pelvic region, key areas for intimacy and vitality. Resveratrol's benefits are well documented. A 2017 study in Circulation found that it improves endothelial function by 30% in older adults, enhancing blood flow and reducing arterial stiffness. For men, this can improve erectile function, as noted in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, 2019, which linked better circulation to a 40% improvement in arousal. For women, it supports sensitivity and comfort, making intimacy feel more natural. Resveratrol also has neuroprotective effects, improving memory and mood, according to Neurology, 2020. Patients often report deeper sleep, sharper focus, and a renewed zest for life. Side effects I'm thrilled to see. My take, Pinot Noir is special because it's subtle, like a whisper of possibility. It doesn't force change, it supports what your body is already trying to do. In my 35 years as a doctor, I've learned that small, intentional choices like sipping a quality Pinot Noir can ripple outward, transforming not just your health but your relationships. There's something poetic about a wine known for its elegance, helping restore the smooth, effortless flow of connection between two people. But Pinot Noir is just the beginning. Let's move to our next wine, a bold defender of your arteries. Wine number 2, Cabernet Sauvignon, the artery defender. Next, we have Cabernet Sauvignon, a wine I call the artery defender. This bold red, often from Napa Valley or Bordeaux, is rich in proanthocyanidins, powerful antioxidants that protect the inner lining of your blood vessels, keeping them elastic and resilient. As we age, our arteries can become inflamed or stiff, restricting blood flow and affecting everything from energy to intimacy. Cabernet's compounds counteract this, ensuring blood reaches the heart, brain, and pelvic region with ease. Proanthocyanidins are a cornerstone of Cabernet's power. A 2019 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed they reduce arterial stiffness by 25% in seniors, improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure by 5 to 10 millimeters of mercury. This is critical for intimacy, as restricted pelvic blood flow can dampen arousal and sensitivity, per Sexual Medicine Reviews, 2021. Cabernet also supports cardiovascular health, reducing the risk of heart disease by 20%, according to the European Heart Journal, 2020. Patients often report warmer extremities, better sleep, and a renewed sense of vitality, proof that healthy arteries benefit the whole body. My take: Cabernet Sauvignon is bold, like the courage it takes to nurture intimacy later in life. It's not just about physical benefits, it's about creating space for vulnerability. When couples share a glass, they're investing in their relationship, not just their health. I often tell my patients, pour the Cabernet, dim the lights, and talk about your day, your dreams, your love. The wine will do its part, but your presence makes the magic. This wine is a reminder that connection is worth fighting for, at any age. Wine number 3, Sangiovese, the warmth restorer. Now, let's talk about Sangiovese, a classic Italian red I call the warmth restorer. Grown in the rolling hills of Tuscany, this wine is a quiet hero, packed with flavonoids and quercetin antioxidants that enhance blood flow to the skin, extremities, and pelvic region. For seniors, this can mean rediscovering the tingling warmth of touch, the sensitivity that makes intimacy feel welcoming and natural. Quercetin, a star in Sangiovese, is a potent anti-inflammatory that improves microcirculation, per a 2020 study in Nutrients. Microcirculation is key for seniors, as it delivers blood to tiny vessels in the skin and extremities, counteracting cold hands, feet, or reduced pelvic sensitivity. A 2021 study in Vascular Health and Risk Management found quercetin boosts microcirculatory flow by 20%, enhancing touch sensitivity and emotional connection. Sangiovese's flavonoids also reduce oxidative stress, protecting the heart and brain, as noted in Antioxidants, 2022. Patients often describe a coming home to their bodies, where touch feels meaningful again. My take: Sangiovese is grounded, like the Tuscan countryside it hails from. It's not flashy, it's real, fostering presence and warmth. For couples who've grown distant, sharing a glass can be a bridge back to each other. I recommend enjoying Sangiovese on a porch or by a fireplace, letting the conversation linger. It's a reminder that intimacy isn't about youth, it's about being fully in the moment, feeling your partner's hand in yours, and knowing you're still here, still alive, still connected. Wine number 4, Dry Rose, the hidden gem for women's health. Finally, we have Dry Rose, a wine I call the hidden gem, especially for women over 60. Made from grapes like Grenache or Mourvedre in regions like Provence, true Dry Rose, not the sugary kind, is light in alcohol but rich in polyphenol that support microcirculation. For women navigating postmenopause, this can address reduced sensitivity, dryness, or discomfort that make intimacy feel challenging, restoring confidence and connection. Polyphenol in Dry Rose enhance vasodilation, improving blood flow to delicate tissues, per a 2021 study in Journal of Women's Health. This alleviates vaginal dryness and boosts sensitivity, with 30% of postmenopausal women reporting improved comfort, per Menopause, 2020. Rose's light profile minimizes alcohol's downsides, making it ideal for seniors, as noted in Nutrition Reviews, 2022. Its anti-inflammatory effects also support overall health, reducing joint pain and fatigue, which many of my patients notice within weeks. My take: Rose is often overlooked, but its gentle power is profound. It's like a whisper of hope for women who feel invisible after menopause, reminding them that their bodies are still capable of joy and connection. I encourage women to sip Rose with intention, maybe during a quiet lunch with a friend or a cozy evening with their partner. It's about reclaiming your vitality, one sip at a time, and knowing that you're still vibrant, still deserving of love and pleasure. Building a lifestyle of connection, practical steps. These 4 wines, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, Sangiovese, and Dry Rose, are more than beverages. They're invitations to slow down, savor, and connect. But they're only part of the equation. To truly transform your health and intimacy, you need a lifestyle that nurtures your body, mind, and relationships. Here's a detailed roadmap to make it happen. 1. Moderation is non-negotiable. Stick to 3 to 5 ounces for women, 5 to 7 for men, 2 to 3 times a week. Always pair wine with food, think olives, nuts, or a light salad to slow absorption and protect your stomach. Avoid drinking on an empty stomach, as it can spike blood sugar and stress your liver. 2. Move your body daily. Gentle exercise like a 30-minute walk, yoga, or ballroom dancing boosts circulation and amplifies the wine's effects. A 2021 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that regular movement improves vascular health by 25% in seniors. Try partner activities like dancing to make it fun and connective. 3. Embrace a heart-healthy diet. Focus on the Mediterranean diet: fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like olive oil and avocados. A 2020 study in the New England Journal of Medicine showed this diet reduces cardiovascular risk by 30%. Pair your wine with meals like grilled fish, roasted veggies, or a quinoa salad for maximum benefit. 4. Communicate with courage. Intimacy thrives on honesty. Talk to your partner about your feelings, desires, and challenges. A 2019 study in the Journal of Marital and Family Therapy found that open communication increases relationship satisfaction by 40% in older couples. Set aside time each week for a heart-to-heart over a glass of wine. 5. Create meaningful rituals. Make wine a moment, not a habit. Light candles, play soft music, share a memory or a dream. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Psychology found that shared rituals increase emotional bonding by 35%. Try a weekly wine and wisdom night where you discuss life's big questions or simply laugh together. 6. Prioritize sleep and stress management. Poor sleep and chronic stress constrict blood vessels, undoing the wine's benefits. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep and practice stress relievers like meditation or deep breathing. A 2021 study in sleep medicine found that good sleep improves vascular function by 20% in seniors. 7. Stay hydrated and mindful. Alternate wine with water to stay hydrated, as dehydration can strain circulation. Practice mindful sipping. Savor the flavor, notice the warmth, and stay present. A 2020 study in mindfulness linked mindful eating and drinking to better health outcomes in older adults. My analysis: these steps create a virtuous cycle. Better circulation boosts energy and intimacy, which improves mood and motivation to stay active and eat well. Communication and rituals deepen emotional bonds, reducing stress and enhancing sleep, which further supports vascular health. In my practice, I've seen couples transform not just their health but their entire outlook. They're not chasing youth, they're embracing the richness of now, with bodies and hearts that feel alive and connected. A Physician's Reflections, 35 Years of Lessons. After 35 years in medicine, I've learned that health is more than numbers: blood pressure, cholesterol, or lab results. It's about how you feel when you wake up, how you connect with the people you love, and how you embrace the time you have. Wine, in its small, beautiful way, can be a catalyst for that. It's not a cure-all, but it's a spark, a reminder that vitality, joy, and love are still within reach, no matter your age. I've sat with countless patients who thought their best days were behind them. I've heard the quiet sadness in their voices, the longing for closeness that feels just out of reach. But I've also witnessed the joy that returns when circulation improves, when confidence rekindles, when couples rediscover each other. There was Sarah, 70, who thought intimacy was over after menopause, only to find warmth and connection again with dry rose and honest talks with her husband. There was Michael, 73, who regained his energy and spark with Pinot Noir and daily walks, telling me, "I feel like I'm living, not just existing." These aren't miracles, they're the result of science, intention, and a willingness to try. As a doctor, I believe aging is not a decline, it's a deepening. Your 60s, 70s, and beyond are a chance to live with presence, to love with wisdom, to savor every moment. Wine is a small but powerful part of that, not because it's magic, but because it invites you to slow down, to share, to feel. In a world that rushes us forward, wine says, pause. Be here. Connect. And that, to me, is the heart of health. Call to action and life lesson. So, here's your invitation. Tonight, pour a glass of Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, Sangiovese, or dry rose. Sit with someone you love or just with yourself and savor it. Feel the warmth, the possibility, the life still pulsing through you. Then take it further. Commit to one small step this week: a walk, a heart-healthy meal, a conversation you've been putting off. Share this video with someone who needs to hear that it's never too late to feel alive again. Subscribe to my channel for more tips on thriving in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. The greatest lesson I've learned from my patients is this: your prime is not a moment in the past, it's every moment you choose to live fully. Every sip, every step, every touch is a chance to grow, to deepen, to become more you. You're not just aging, you're evolving, with a heart and body capable of extraordinary love and joy. So raise your glass to that. To health, to connection, to a life that's yours to shape. Cheers!